What a fantastic. So now you know how to get around locally in Helsinki because you know how to use the public transport. But what if you want to travel outside of Helsinki where the real Finland awaits? Don't worry, because today I'm going to teach you how to travel between the cities using long distance buses, trains, rental cars and even planes like a boss. Let's go check it out. What up, fantastics? Welcome to another video. If you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Aleksi and I make fantastic videos about Finnish cultural lifestyle and language. So if you're into those kind of things, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell button as well. So let's kick off things with buses. And basically there are two options how to do this. The first one is MatkaHolder, which is basically this platform which aggregates all the Finnish bus companies into one website. And it's very simple to use. It's also available in English. And basically what you just do is just input your start point, your end point, your desired date, and then it suggests you the possible routes you can take. And you can also input possible student or other discounts as well. And the purchase process is very simple. Just pick your route, input your information, and then you pay it, and then you get the ticket to your email. And also, depending which bus you take, they might have Wi-Fi or some other amenities and entertainment stuff, but that depends totally on the bus company. They have also nowadays a mobile app, but I think usually it's easier just to get the tickets via web browser on your computer or laptop. And the second option is the very cheap OnlyBus. And OnlyBus is really good because they offer really cheap prices, starting as cheap as €3. And OnlyBus as well have a really good website in English, and it works pretty much the same like MatkaHolder. You just put your start point, end point, date, how many passengers and so on, and then you just go on to purchase the ticket. And they have actually really nice double-decker buses with good Wi-Fi on it. The only problem I had with OnlyBus is that the leg space is somewhat limited, especially because I'm a tall dude. And for example, getting to Turku or Tampere from Helsinki can be as cheap as €4.7. That's like nothing. The tickets are again delivered to your email, and they have nowadays a mobile app which you can use as well. Okay, now we covered everything with the buses, and now let's move to number 2, which is the trains. And in Finland there is only one train company, which is VR, which is the Finnish Railways, which is the state-owned railway company. And the tickets are somewhat pricey, but recently they've come down quite a bit. And you can buy the tickets online from their website, through their mobile app, or at the train station. But what I strongly suggest is, or what I always do, is use my laptop, my computer to buy it online, because that's usually the easiest way to do it. And VR also works pretty nicely in English. It's quite straightforward. Again, you put your start, your end point, your date, possible discounts and so on. And then you pick your ride, then you can also pick your seat, and then you just proceed to purchase the ticket. They have also these saver tickets, which means that they have like a limited number of very cheap tickets. For example, from Helsinki to Kokkola, which is like a really long ride, can cost as low as €22 with the saver ticket. And recently I bought like a ticket like 2 days in advance. It cost like €51, so it's almost half the price. So you definitely want to book it as early as you can. And again, you get the ticket to your email. And when the day arrives when you have to take the train, just make sure to get the train early enough. Like I think 20-30 minutes is fine. And then at the train station you have to see to which platform the train arrives. From your ticket you can see what's the name of the train, and then from the billboards you can see like to which platform that specific train arrives. It's not usually specified on the ticket because they can change, so make sure to do that. And once you get to the right platform, just wait for the train arrives and make sure to take the seat that is specified in the ticket, because the seats are always like ticket bound. So if you have like a, let's say it says like car 5, seat 25, you have to go sit to that one, because if you just take so many random free seats, someone can just, hey, you're sitting on my seat, and they just kick you out. So make sure to take your seat that is specified in the ticket, and just put your stuff there, take a comfortable seat, and then usually the ticket inspector comes. Like in long distance trains, there's always ticket inspectors, and once it comes to the car, just show the QR code from your phone, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And usually the ticket inspectors come like after every stop, but you only have to show it once, so keep that in mind. And quick point for the tickets, that you can also buy the tickets from the train from the conductor, but it's a little bit more expensive, and I always strongly recommend to buy them in advance because it will save you money. It's much more stress-free and much more fun to travel. And then just enjoy the ride. There is also a Wi-Fi in every train most likely, but the Wi-Fi is kind of laggy. It's never like super reliable, let's just say. And usually they have also chargers, so you can charge your phone, for instance. And there are also like specific seats you can book. For example, they have these working compartments, they have like a kids department, animal department, and usually there's like a restaurant car. You don't have to book specifically there, you can just go there if you want to get the beer, but the prices are kind of expensive there. But there are still so many Finns drinking beer every time. And yeah, once you get to your station, make sure to hop off and off to your next journey. And a quick note about the discounts. For example, the student discount is only applicable for students in Finnish schools or Finnish universities, so you cannot use your international or your own school student card to get the discount. And yeah, if, for example, if you have a student discount, you've booked the student discount ticket, the inspector might ask you to show your student card to see that you are actually eligible for that, so remember that as well. And in case you don't have mobile data on your phone, remember to take a screenshot of the ticket, so because there's the QR, so that's very important that you are able to open the ticket from your phone in the train. And there's one more thing that you can consider with trains, and that is the night train. So for example, if you want to go to Lapland from Helsinki, night train might be a good choice, because with the night train you can get to Helsinki and also spend the night there, so you don't have to pay for accommodation for that night. And the night train has also this sleeping cabin, so you can also actually sleep in a proper bed there. I'll put the link in the description where you can get more information on those, so make sure to check out that one as well. Okay, that's all about trains, and the next one is the planes. And the plane comes especially handy when you want to go to Lapland, because from Helsinki to Lapland is quite long ride. For example, if you take the trains like 8 hours, like a really long way. So instead, I strongly recommend to consider a plane, which takes like around 1 hour, very quick and very smooth. And the tickets are actually quite cheap. Again, if you book early enough, you can get like a really good deal. And what I suggest is to check out the skyscanner.com, which is like, again, this like a aggregation platform for flights. Very easy to use. I always use that when I'm booking flights, so make sure to use that one. If you're traveling much in the north, then the plane might come useful, but all the bigger cities are quite in the south, which can be easily accessed via buses or train. And the fourth way, what you can also consider, is to rent a car. And I have to say that I've never rented a car in Finland myself, because the public transportation works really well. The only possibility where I recommend to rent a car is if you're planning to do like a road trip, if you want to check out some smaller cities as well, then renting a car might be a good option for you. I'll put the link in the description where there's a really detailed article about renting a car, but I'll just quickly summarize a few points from there. So for example, we have consider the minimum age, the experience, fuel and mileage, insurance, credit card, foreign license, traffic rules, and so on. So it's important to keep in mind that you have the basics down and that you are actually eligible to actually drive in Finland. But check out the link in the description and read from there. Alright, and previously I've covered how to use the local transportation, so I've made quite a few videos about that, which you definitely should check out. Make sure to do it here, and make sure to subscribe to join our fantastic squad and get more fantastic videos in the future. I'll see you next time. So moro.